This is going to be especially short today. Very, very especially short, but today was a pretty satisfying day. I, work got called off today due to lots of snow, and I got a free day. So I took care of some responsibilities, and then I started trying to engage with that group I was talking about that I joined with yesterday. Pretty slow start, but pleasant for the most part to begin with. It's very lively. They even say good morning to each other, which I was very surprised by. And, well, the way it ended up shaping out is I spent most of that time on a call with my very good friend, and we just hung out. We hung out, and it was nice. It was very nice, and very satisfying for me. We played a few, like we played that thing called Gartic Phone, which was fun, and then we spent the rest of the time. Recently I've been acting as a sort of teacher for my friend when it comes to learning how to draw in 3D space and adding more depth to their character designs and drawings and things like that. Mainly character design. That person mainly hones in on characters and only does backgrounds very sparingly. But recently, and it's been very, very fulfilling, it's nice. I've been helping and giving guidelines and teaching and overseeing different lessons and drawings, and then the person has been like putting it into practice, and I've seen a lot of improvement. A lot of improvement over this short while. Like a lot of improvement. Just from the start, getting more of the sense of where to place things, depth, like just filling, not necessarily just like arbitrarily filling the space, but really taking advantage of the space a lot more to give the design more weight. And today, because for me, the best thing to try and get through each lesson is that we finish something, and that something gets done to show my friend that he can finish. That these skills are easily applicable. Two, they'll actually speed up your ability to work. Speed up ability to reach a more satisfactory process, and as a result, probably enjoy the result a lot more. But really, just get a lot more joy, because my friend has always been more hyper-fixated on the outcome, and tries to think the drawing at the start, if that makes sense, and if it doesn't, does a lot of the end stuff at the beginning, and is trying to realize the final thing without the process properly. And so, like, skips a lot of steps, kind of does things that kind of get in the way of themselves later on. And so I've been trying to help my friend learn how to enjoy the process and move through it more healthily, more what's the word? More of a paced way, not trying to rush towards the end product and then getting disheartened or something like that when they see it doesn't come from the start or super soon, or worrying about that, and instead helping them to like build up these fundamentals, these abilities, these sort of like shorthand to be able to enjoyably construct the final part. Enjoy putting in colors and figuring out color schemes. Enjoy putting shapes to try and fill out the design a little more. And so far it's been great. We've worked together twice on things and created two very nice finished products, and I can tell that that's really boosting my friend. And it boosts me too. I know everyone's a bit different, but I was wondering if my feeling maybe could be shared with my friend, and if they would feel something similar. And it seems to be that just that ability to see something through to satisfaction and a type of completion. Not perfect, not super refined, just getting to the point where we say, like, that's it, we're done. Because during this process, we've had ones where it's like, this is really sketchy, but finished doesn't equal some fancy, polished illustration. Finished just says, this is good enough, let's move to this next thing. Okay, we're done with this. We're going to move on to the next thing now. It's us officially saying, like, we did what we wanted to with this. It didn't need to be refined, super line art, high fidelity, rendered. We just had a point to make that's very small, very understated. It focuses on the process of getting it done. Well, not on the process of getting it done, but on the process which then leads to us, getting it done. And then I've been taking my friend through, like, the different thing, like the boxes, the shapes, looking at things in 3 dimensions. And today we had a great moment where my friend was having trouble drawing the hand, and so I quickly showed my friend the function of the boxes. And I drew the box at the angle that the hand was needed for. It was like, this is your containment unit, and this is going to help you keep the angle. And then my friend did it. My friend drew the hand at the angle very well, and like got the finger sizes right, and it was like, And by the end, it was one of the most, like, weighty in terms of just, like, in the space illustrations that my friend has done. It had a certain heft to it. It felt dense. It felt full. And I was very, very proud and very happy. We even colored it. But I think that was important to say, like, done doesn't equal some super refined illustration. It doesn't equal some rendered shading or invisible line art or super thin or like book cover illustration or anything like that. That's not what done means. Done means satisfaction with just what we want this to be. It doesn't, with where we are. Because my friend at one point was, like, doing the sketchy, and then was like, I'm gonna have to go over it with the line art to finalize it. And then we just came to a point where it was like, you know what, no, let's just move on to the next part. And then, yeah, that was great. And then we did it and we finished it. And I was, just put a smile in my face. And learning more about interaction with this group and more about the personalities and the people, and just trying to be a bit more outgoing and see what happens. Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and... Well, let me think. Yeah, that was pretty much the events of my day. Took care of responsibilities, did all that, ate, showered, brushed my teeth. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else? No, that's pretty much it. And, yeah, probably gonna have work tomorrow. Probably have to go to that place where I have that job at. And, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Alright.